Listen close, Centurion. We've got a serious problem, and you're already involved. The orders of Tyria have come to me about one of your soldiers, Howl the Brazen.
Howl's dead, sir. He died fighting Duke Baradin. I've seen his grave.
Yes, and before he died, Howl apparently bought a dangerous magical amulet from the necromancer Rissa. Where that amulet goes, the undead follow. Rissa has been distributing them all over the region. The Orders want to examine Howl's amulet to see what they're up against. The High Legions want to forge a working relationship with the Orders, so you're going to join their investigation. Reps from the Vigil, Durman Priory, and the Order of Whispers will meet you at Howl's grave. Confer with all three, but focus on the one most likely to get results. Got it?
Yes, sir. Howl was one of mine. I'll do whatever it takes to get to the bottom of this. Give me what you have, time's wasted.
Talk these idiots down before this gets out of hand. Those idiots are fighting again. You! Come over here!
Go hide in the shadow, will ya? I'm sick of looking at your bloodless face.
Rely on strength, not false gods.
I'll break your bones until you're a sagging sack of fur.
You'll have to hit me hard to get my attention.
Bloody Ash.
You have no
You're just
spine.
liquid and dust.
Hey, Iron!
Let me
Why
show
don't you go
why
play with
I'm
your
my
toys?
warband one
We'll
day.
call you if we need any slingshots. Eat rust, man. The day you want to tackle more than one enemy at a time, you call us.
Rely on strength, not false gods.
I've had drinks stronger than you.
I bet you fight like a cub.
I ain't afraid of anything you've got. Want to start something? Keep mouthing off. I'll use my knife and take my time with you.
You don't have the smarts to fight me and live.
I've been thinking, what is Ash anyway but trash? The remains left behind when you destroy something. I'm just saying.
Keep talking, ratchet head. And I'll show you Ash
Now
destruction
I'm
like you
really
ain't never
mad.
seen.
Okay, I got it. The wheel of progress turns.
I'll leave your guts for the sprint to pick through.
Come on, fight me. At least you'll die brave.
I'll make you choke
Keep
on
your
those
eyes
words.
peeled for Quester Arkin. If he catches us watching, we'll be peeling potatoes too.
One time, these cubs decided they were going to smoke out some rats nesting under the Centurion's quarters.
I don't like where this is going.
Rely on iron,
They
not
snatched
false
it from
gods.
and borrowed some black powder.
There's gonna be bloodshed if somebody doesn't cool them down.
Never seen the Centurion so mad.
You couldn't be any uglier if
What
I
now?
shaved you with a dull razor.
For
I
Iron
can't see
Legion.
anything.
I'll break your bones until you're a sagging sack of fur.
You'll have to
What
hit
now?
me hard
Okay, enough.
to get my attention.
Kill shot.
Enough
Ash
already.
Legion.
No more! You proved your point.
It's not just about necromancer. It's also about dragons and the undead.
So you still think this necromancer Rissa is an agent of the Elder Dragons?
Of Zaitan, yes. And don't ask how I know. It's the Order of Whispers' business to know things.
The Priory concurs. We don't know much about Rissa, but we do know she was corrupted.
Then finding and killing her is our priority, not digging around in graveyards.
That's why Brimstone sent us the Centurion. Our orders never agree on anything.
Welcome, Centurion. Glad to have you with us. I am Yahala Scribepaw of the Derman Priory. My colleagues are...
I don't need you to speak for me. I'm Gon Towerbreaker of the Vigil. Glad to have another military mind on this mission.
I am Kurakon, concerned blacksmith from the Order of Whispers. We specialize in covert activity, information, infiltration, and assassination. I'm sure Tribune Brimstone briefed you, but to review, all three orders are dedicated to stopping the Elder Dragons. Your late bandmate may be connected.
I understand the mission parameters. Hal's grave is right there. What are we waiting for? See? That's how a military mind works. Identify the problem, attack it head on. None of this sneaking around, talking things to death.
We were waiting for you, Centurion. There's a complication between us and the objective. Namely, a throng of undead grubs.
And since this used to be a bandmate of yours, we thought it prudent to wait before we dug him up. Now that you're here, though, let's start squashing.
No amulet here. There isn't even a body. Either someone dug up your friend or he dug himself out. If Gunn here wasn't so humorless, I might say, this is a dead end.
Go hammer your anvil, blacksmith. The adults are talking. Look, our objective hasn't changed. We still need to secure one of those amulets.
I'm afraid I must leave that to you two. Without the amulet in hand, I need to confer with my colleagues before the Priory can commit to a course of action.
We have the Necromancer's records. We know the location of at least 2 more of Rissa's trinkets. I say we start in Drugar's homestead. Me and my fellow blacksmiths do a lot of business there. We have valuable contacts at the location that we can't afford to lose.
Scorch what your associates can afford. The people of Snowdrift's Haven have already been attacked, and they need our protection now.
You can't save everyone, Crusader. And since our new friend here can't be in 2 places at once, who are you going to protect, Centurion?
Mom says to say hi, by the way.
I have everything you need right here. Next time, I'm gonna grab the most valuable thing I can carry and run.
Good. That way, I don't have to be faster than the pirates. Just faster than you.
Swell. You're talking.
It's beautiful out here, isn't it? So green and fertile. Applenook is a place of simple, hard-working folk who take their harvest from the sea and the soil. But I must urge caution. Pirates are thick as weeds out on the lake and give the people no end of grief.
Welcome, recruits.
Sir,
you
we're
now
having
join the
difficulty
proud
getting
ranks
enough
of the
supply
Vigil.
donations
Our
for the
mission
support
is
drive.
simple. We are here to
Try
defend
harder.
those threatened by
Send
the
messages
dragons.
as far as Rada
In the
Sum if
upcoming
you have
months,
to. These
you'll be
people are
trained
losing
to
their
face
homes and
enemies
their
that make
land.
most men
They
flee
need
in
food and
terror.
medical supplies.
You'll fight
You
nightmares.
can't fail them.
You'll bring hope in the darkness.
Yes,
You'll
sir.
stand vigil on the line between life and death. This is no small task.
No, this is where I'm needed.
Your eagerness is inspiring, but Vigil members must be adults.
Aw, come on. I won't eat much. You can use my rations to feed the hungry.
Such sacrifice when so young. I'll talk to Soulkeeper. Maybe you can clean some weapons.
Yes!
Small weapons.
Eat, train, sleep.
hunting?
Good hunting.
Embrace simplicity.
Good to meet you.
The spirits of the wild welcome you.
The spirits of the wild welcome you.
You are a welcome guest.
This is a bad time to be traveling.
Listen here. You want to hear this.
Grawl spooked my Doliac and stole the potions I was transporting. My escort, Glennis, went north to recover the stolen shipment.
It's worse than I thought. The Haven's already crawling with undead creatures. We need to clean them out.
Agreed. But what about the amulet?
It's easier to search a dead body that isn't moving. Let's go. Refreshing. That was too easy. This isn't over. Kill shot. Refreshing. That shot, that is worried. This amulet of Rissa's was able to summon more than just undead grubs. I don't like this. Hal's grave was empty. He could be out there right now, leading an undead attack on some other haven.
Maybe, but right now, our top priority is to get this amulet back to the Citadel. The sooner we understand how it works, the better.
Agreed. With all three orders pitching in to study the amulet, we can figure out how to destroy it, or at least deactivate it.
Studying is for scholars and spies. They can do whatever they like with Rissa's amulet after we secure it someplace where it won't cause any more trouble.
Nothing like hunting deer.
Time off? I'm gonna come back here.
Fine place for a vacation for my idiot underlings.
Excelsior.
The German Priory is looking forward to working with the Citadel on this, Tribune.
As is the Order of Whispers. The dragons want us to come at them individually. That's why we should do it.
Glad to have you both aboard. We're going to need reliable information from here on. Not to sell the Vigil short. Their firepower is always an asset.
No need to flatter me, Tribune. I know research isn't the Vigil's strong suit. As long as what we're doing eventually leads to the dragons, we don't mind taking a back seat. Temporarily. Reporting in, Tribune. We have one of the Necromancer's amulets. Now we just need to figure out how to deal with it.
Top Priory researchers are standing by to determine how the amulet works, and more importantly, how to neutralize it.
My sources say the Inquest has already completed their research on one of these amulets. Why waste time repeating their efforts when we could just acquire their results?
I don't trust the Inquest methodology. This is too important not to handle ourselves the right way.
You scholars and spies know more about the right way to collect data. The Vigil will be standing by when there's action to be taken.
It's your call, Centurion. Do you want to assist the Order of Whispers retrieval mission, or the Priory research effort?
What do you need to know?
Shadows embrace you.
You have questions?
Talk to me.
Over that way.
Why do they call Korrikan the Blacksmith? I've never seen him smith anything black.
Fight what can. The Inquest did their crystal research in that dredge mine. They're down there now, sterilizing the site to remove any trace they were ever here.
The Inquest got where it is by stealing others' research and murdering the competition. Ready to give them a taste of their own medicine.
I'm ready for anything that will settle this amulet business and lead me to Hal. Nobody messes with my warband. Not even after they're dead.
Your fallen comrade is already a part of this case, so solving it will tell us what happened to him. Shall we begin? So cold.
Kill shot. Rest easy, servant.
Got this place in combat in time for some recognized behavior. Mobility, you freak. It's all about mobility.
Got company!
Refreshing. I found something. Are these the research results we were after?
Let me see. Yes, you found them. There's quite a bit of useful information here. And a few Inquest secrets that my blacksmithing friends can put to good use.
What else do they say?
Not here. I'll fill you in back at the Citadel. With these results and the help of the other orders, we should be able to wrap this up. mission.
How did I get saddled with so many fools?
Look at that.
If you
You
cannot
can find
kill
beauty here,
The
and
German
dozens of
pirates
ways to
will
die.
probably be working with the Citadel
I
on
like
this
that
They
challenge.
could regret fighting as is the Order of Whispers. The dragons want us to come at them individually. That's why we shouldn't do it.
Glad to have you both aboard. We're going to need reliable information from here on. Not to sell the Vigil short. Their firepower is always an asset.
No need to flatter me, Tribune. I know research isn't the Vigil's strong suit. As long as what we're doing eventually leads to the dragons, we don't mind taking a back seat. Temporarily.
Ready. Eager to hear your report, Centurion. We're seeing an increase in undead attacks all over the region. Safe to say Rissa's amulets are responsible?
We've learned that they're connected to the Orient Dragon. They turn their owners into undead, and draw other undead to them. The Vigil has one of the amulets stashed in our HQ. Are you saying that my people are in danger?
You militant types ought to be used to that by now. With so many innocents at stake, the Vigil can defend itself. The Priory is working on a way to detect the amulets. We'll use our device to stop the next outbreak before it starts.
And if the Vigil falls, who will defend all those innocents it already protects?
And while you're working that out, I'll withdraw to confer with my superiors. You have a tough choice ahead of you, Centurion. What's it going to be?
You have questions?
There was a gladium at the Serrated Blade last night who kept growling at me. Do you think she wanted to test herself against me?
I may have lost a step or two, I'll admit.
I was out patrolling earlier. I broke my leg in an old dredge work.
You've got to watch where you're stepping up here. The other day, while on patrol, I stopped for lunch. I'd been eating for 10 minutes when the rock next to me let out a snore. It was a napping Eden. I'd even set my water flask down on it. I tell you, I got out of there fast.
I met a human who promised to spread our message of unity
Wait until you see our locator device in action. My colleagues really outdid themselves.
How does it work?
Simple. I activate the device to send out a wave of energy that resonates with the Dragon Crystal's magic in the amulet.
Any undead the wave encounters will show up on the readout. Remember, one of them will be wearing Rissa's trinket.
The effect doesn't last very long, but if we lose sight of the enemy, we can always send out another pulse.
Sounds good. Let's field test this little gem and see if it works like it's supposed to.
Lead the way. I'll follow.
This way. The readout is pointing into this picture.
Repression. Repression. Kill shot.
That'll teach you.
I don't like this. Very odd. These grubs aren't wounded or ill. They're just dead.
Repression.
We're getting close.
My leg! They're so disposable.
There, that undead is wearing the amulet.
Need more endurance. They're so disposable. Refreshing.
Now that's how you deploy new technology. Let's see the Vigil call out enemies they can't even see.
I can't deny that it worked well, but there are other amulets out there, and Hal the Brazen.
True, the case is far from closed, but our success here brings us that much closer to the source of the problem, the original Dragon Crystal itself.
Let's take this amulet and the detector back to the Citadel. Gritlock and the other orders need to know what we've achieved.
Of course, though between the detector and the reagents Scholar Vivian's team provided, the Priory has this matter well in hand.
Let me take care of a few final details here, and then I'll join you and the others.